allegedly threatening.
For the second time in 11 days, a person has been shot and killed by Orlando police.
A woman allegedly threatening suicide was shot at an apartment complex in the Lake Nona neighborhood. Watch 2's Luana Munoz spoke with residents to get their reaction to the deadly violence.
As you can see, the scene has cleared at this apartment complex. Many here are shocked after hearing what happened, and they're also wondering if it had to end the way that it did.
I wouldn't imagine that there's many situations where you want to have your taser on you first, especially coming to a situation like this.
Friday, Orlando police responded to an apartment in the Lake Nona area after getting a call from a woman's boyfriend saying she was suicidal and had a knife. Police say crisis negotiators were on the phone with the woman. At one point, she came out of the apartment with the knife, but went back in. The second time she came out, this time officers say she charged at them with 2 knives.
2 officers then fired at the individual. The white adult female suspect was pronounced deceased on the scene by OFD.
Without knowing how close the officers were to the woman, local defense attorney and area resident Kyle Blythe believes officers should have fired their guns as a last resort.
If someone is as close as you and I, obviously that would justify a situation where someone could potentially reach out and harm you.
Chief Chad Ochizo said the officers who shot the woman were trained in crisis intervention, and when asked if the officers should have had their tasers in hand, Ochizo stood by their decision.
The officers were staged in the hallway awaiting the subject, and when she charged at them, they fired their weapons. They were doing what they were supposed to do, and they were there. One had lethal cover, and when she came out, they fired at the individual.
Police said that they plan to release the body camera footage that the officers were wearing within the next 30 days. FDLE is conducting their own investigation, and Orlando PD said that they are going to conduct their own internal investigation as well. Now, this is the second officer-involved shooting for Orlando police since the start of this month.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hello everyone, this is Lions Den with another news and commentary. I'm doing another update of the video that I just broke just a few minutes ago about another police-involved shooting in Orlando, Florida, and this time it's dealing with a female. Now the race of the female is, of course, adult white female. The woman who's later identified as 32-year-old Rachel A. Ellis. As you know, that the story was that the boyfriend called Orlando police because she was suicidal, and basically she has 2 knives. And again, I'm just going to let you know that this sort of similar of what happened with Shalita Lyles in Seattle. So what happened was that the lady, as you hear, the lady went out, the negotiating was happening. They tried to probably de-escalate the situation, but she came out of the apartment with a knife, and then she went back to the apartment. But then later on, according to Orlando police, she came out with 2 knives, and that's when basically one of the officers gunned her down and deleted her. Now, the attorney that's been interviewed by WESH, and shouts out to them, said that they could have de-escalated the situation. They could have at least using their tasers to basically subdue the suspect. But you know how they are, unfortunately, when they say that I fear for my life, boom, 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 they're gone. Only difference is that the suspect was an adult Caucasian female, and so basically we all thought in their minds, or they can basically de-escalate the situation better with her. Unfortunately, that didn't happen in this case. So again, if you just join us, I'm doing an update of the situation in Orlando, Florida, with another police-involved shooting happened. And the woman's finally have been identified now as, of course, is 32-year-old Rachel A. Ellis. Y'all let me know what you think about this in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next video. And make sure you like, click, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more news and commentary. Now, with that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.